Alright, so you know when you're doing plenty of the stuff you know you should be doing to get results, you do everything right, and you're still not getting results. Or the results are maybe not coming as quickly as you would hope. Well, in today's video, we're going to talk about how you can actually crush some of that laziness you're feeling where you're not getting results. Maybe you've gotten a little bit, but you know you have a really long way to go, and you're struggling to actually make it happen. What's up guys, welcome back. I'm Alex Hine, author of the book Master the Day. Now the very first thing when it comes to laziness, you know I've shot so many bloody videos on laziness, and the thing I've realized is that fundamentally, laziness begins with the narrative that we say to ourselves that I'm lazy. And so the very first thing I want you to look at, if this keeps cropping up, like if this is a repeated personality thing, you really have to nail down that trait. And the reason is that if you self-describe as being lazy, that becomes your self-identity. And you know I'm obsessed with self-identity here. I've talked about it in discipline videos, laziness videos. Every video I cover really comes back to this self-identity. Because if we don't believe we can do something, we're not even going to bother trying it. When it comes to the self-identity with laziness, sometimes we say, I'm just a lazy person. And chances are, if you are 20 or 25, you already know if you are a lazy person. And that's because maybe your mom said it to you, maybe a teacher said it to you, maybe a friend said it to you, or maybe you say it to you. So the very first thing is to understand the narrative surrounding laziness. And I like to use Byron Katie's 4 questions we talked about earlier. And the first one is it true? In other words, are you actually a lazy person all the time? I mean, are you lazy when it comes to school, when it comes to work, when it comes to hanging out with your boyfriend or girlfriend, when it comes to go playing a video game you like, or going to the movies with your friends? Are you lazy during all those events? Probably not, right? Probably not across the board. It's probably just when you're doing key certain things. So the first thing is it really true all the time? The second thing is, if you say yeah, well, how do you really know that it is true? Like you say, okay, I'm a lazy person. Well, show me some proof that it's true. All right, I know I was supposed to do that one gym workout. I didn't do it. I know I was supposed to take care of my homework or my work. I didn't get it done. Well, 2 times you were lazy. What about the other times though? Think about the bigger picture, all of those myriad things that have been going on, all the myriad events, and if you were truly lazy in every single instance, you're probably gonna find that you weren't. And then the last 2 questions in the work, as Byron Katie calls it, is, first of all, how do you feel when you call yourself lazy? Well, I don't know, I feel like a piece of crap, depressed, unhappy, self-loathing, like I'm not gonna get anywhere. And then the 4th question is really the gangbuster, which is, where would you be, or how would you feel, or who would you be without that narrative, without that belief? If you did not believe you were lazy and you were actually the most ambitious, motivated, productive person you knew, who would you be? What would your life look like? And that's the cool question, because that's where you start thinking about the possibility of changing all the aspects of your life that might have already changed if you weren't lazy. So the very first thing, I really want to harp on this, because you can change all the tactics, all the strategies, but if we don't fundamentally change who we are, and who we are is usually beliefs and mindsets and cultural things we've been told and past experience by mom or dad or our friends or someone we dated, if you don't get over that stuff, nothing matters. It's the same reason why entrepreneurs don't succeed, why kids in sports don't succeed, why people in relationships don't succeed. It's because of the inner mindset. The second habit here is a little bit sneaky. It's actually to get clear on your daily rituals and your daily habits. Now, the reason why this is so effective for laziness is because when I started to get fit, and all the goals, the myriad goals that I've gone after, one of the most interesting things is that when you come home from work or wherever at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and you know you're supposed to do the workout, or you know you're supposed to do something that's gonna help you reach your goal, and if you aren't crystal clear about what you're doing, it's impossible to act, and it feels like laziness. When I first started working out, I would get home at 5 from work, and then I didn't have a workout plan. I didn't even know where a gym was. I didn't know what I was going to be doing or what I should be eating. So when I got home, I was like, okay, what workout do I do? What am I supposed to eat after? Where do I even go to do these? Do I do it at home? Can I do body weight? Do I have to have weights to get the results I want? Because I had all these missing pieces, it looked like laziness. I actually wasn't lazy. I was just unfocused about what my clear daily rituals and daily habits would be to help me realize those goals. So the thing is that sometimes we feel like we're lazy, but in reality, we're not clear on the daily rituals that I talk about every day here, the daily little habits that are going to help you build that eventual end goal and that dream. Think about it. When you are tired and it's the end of the day, all of those things, what do I eat? What workout do I do? Where do I go? What time do I do it? All of those require motivation, they require energy, they require focus. And all of those are little energy sappers if you're not already prepared. But if you have answered that question, you have your workout on paper, you have your meal plan on paper, you have all this stuff, then when the time comes, you're gonna be ready. It's not gonna be as draining as if you're just showing up and trying to wing it and come up with the plan all at once and do the workout. So your tiny daily habit for today, your master of the day habit, is first of all, crush the inner narrative behind laziness. Try to prove to yourself that it's not always true, because chances are it's not always true. The second thing is come up and be clear on your daily rituals and your daily habits. Because once those daily rituals are clear and you've removed all that friction to begin, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier when the time comes to do that habit, the time you set aside to actually sit down, do it, and get started. All right, guys, so I hope that helps. Now, before you go, I want you to leave a comment there below and let me know for you, what would you do if you didn't think you were so lazy? Comment there below. What's up, guys? It's Alex. I hope you liked today's video. Now, the best way to stay in touch with me is first of all to come on over to my site, modernhealthmonk.com. I've got a free guide for you there on 5 habits to help you lose your next 20 to 30 pounds, a habit-based approach to getting there. The next thing is, come on over, check my latest video, and click the monk dude to subscribe, because you'll get the next video right when it's out. The third thing is, if you liked my whole approach on tiny daily success habits, come check out my book on Amazon.com. It is called Master the Day, and it's based on the interviews I did with people that lost over 100 pounds and kept it off years later. All right, guys, get that free guide, check out the next video or the last video, and I'll catch you next week.